I'm the sports professor Rick Horrow with Beyond the Scoreboard. College and pro football kicking off. How about fantasy? $1.5 billion in total revenue in the Power 5 conferences, and the average NFL franchise worth $1.43 billion, 23% more than a year ago. Last year's number, biggest year-over-year increase since 1999. It's television, it's mobile screens, it's different platforms. It all comes down to money, and money related to one thing. How about fantasy? Fantasy football more than ever before. Sports Trade Association say 57 million of us play fantasy sports. That's got to be understated. They spend $465 per year, $26 billion per year all told. DraftKings survey found that 70% of respondents say their sports consumption increased when they began playing daily. And FanDuel said that 50% of its users watch more sports on TV as a result of daily fantasy play. Yahoo increasing fantasy, daily fantasy, CBS relaunching Sportsline, ESPN, FanDuel, DraftKings, all companies trying to get a piece of the prized content, and the industry trying to trip over themselves to generate more content and more users. Easy to connect power consumers to what they want without having them to search for it. Sportsmanias has a new app, and it's a game changer. The fantasy feature provides fans with real-time news feed of player-specific news curated from the best and most prolific team news sources, the beat writers that cover the team every day. They say it's 3 quick lessons. It's free. Download, obviously, import your fantasy team, and dominate your league. DID, that's what they call it. It's a unique product. The bottom line is this. Does the high tide lift all boats? Well, if this app does work, which it should, it generates additional income in the fantasy space, more money for teams, more money for leagues, and more money for the industry. I'm the sports professor Rick Horrow, and that's Beyond the Scoreboard.